Alright, hi everyone, welcome and thank you for coming. My name is Miles and I was very fortunate in that my pitch idea was chosen and we have made this incredible product that I'm about to present to you. These are my teammates. This is Troy, Vi, Ollie, Cheyenne and Sean, and we've been working pretty tirelessly on this for the last week to get everything together. For me personally, education is really important and I wanted to give something back. So we decided to make a programming themed game for children, and I'm incredibly proud to present Beep Boop Bot. So you go onto our website, you get his backstory and some controls, and the way it works is that you queue up some commands here with these buttons on the left, hit go, and hopefully B3 makes it to the exit to proceed to the next level. So we have a number of levels here, 25 in total at this stage, and we're just going to give you a demo of how it works. Thankfully you can toggle the sound. So what we're doing here is queuing up some commands, trying to get them to the exit there in the center top. And oh no, we stuffed up, he fell into a black hole. So you can press retry, delete your commands there and edit them, and have another crack. Made it, and we go to the next level. So we have a number of themes for our levels, and Ollie's going to talk about them in just a minute. Just a quick demo here. And it's also mobile responsive, so you can go onto our website now on your phone and play around.
When it came to in the morning, we had a bit of a daily routine that we'd go through. We'd start with a few minutes of mindfulness meditation that we've learned on the course here at EDA, and then we would check in, which is something we also often do at the course, and it was just to kind of bring up anything that might affect how you're working or going to work that day. So are you feeling a bit sick, are you a bit tired, or anything of that nature. We would then move over to our Kanban board, where we would start our morning stand-up, which is like a bit of a meeting, a quick meeting. So the Kanban board is split into 4 columns for us. You can have more or less. So basically it's all the things that need to be done on the left, and then we move things to in progress, write our name on them if we're working on it. And then once that's been done, we move it to review. So every line of code in our project has been seen by 2 or more people, because each thing is checked before it's moved to the done column where it's in the final project.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about the design technologies that we decided to use. We decided to opt with SAS as this offered many advantages. Seeing as we had decided from the start about a color palette that we wanted to use for our app, we then decided with SAS is that you can set variables. These variables could then be used throughout all of our different style sheets to keep the pages looking the same and generic. We used Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop to come up with all the graphics ourselves and built them from scratch with help from Sean and his amazing design skills. We managed to come up with something that looked exactly how we had planned. The next challenge we had was trying to design these graphics in 2.5D. This was something that we had never done before, and trying to get the ratios in which the shapes sort of obscurate when you look down from a different angle was something we had to come up with. So we sort of drew out some sketches, as you might see on the side. It's a bit blurry, but yeah, we drew up some sketches and started looking down from different angles to try and see what things look like from a different perspective, and then reflect that in our design.
Challenges that we had to face when we did pivot, and in terms of animations as well, and animating these assets. So the first one, upon creating the game, we agreed upon having certain obstacles, and these were the boxes and also the pits, but in this case it's now turned into the black hole. But that required the Z axis, so you would have, for movement, you'd be going on X and Y axes, but to jump you would also need the Z, and also to fall into a pit you would need to go down. So in order to animate that, it was quite interesting doing that at 2.5D. So the robot, for example, would have to get larger to increase size as if he's appearing closer to the screen, or getting smaller as if he was falling away from the screen.
Testing. Testing is really good. Everybody should be doing testing. And it really helped us a lot as well. It saved our back many times. We wanted to test everything in our app, but due to the time constraints, we were not able to test everything. So we decided as to what was really critical for our app's functionality, and that was the reducers logic and the asynchronous function that was dispatching the actions. So we ended up writing tests for them, and as you can see, the tests are passing. It really saved our back when we were trying to do some changes, and we would try and run the test and it would fail. So it was making sure that we were on the right track. We also used a tool called Travis CI, which was an automatic testing tool, which was on the GitHub repository. So it did testing before we were able to merge anything with our main code. So if somebody's done some changes and it's failing the test, we were merging it into our main code, and then we were trying to figure out where it went wrong first and then merge it. So yeah, it was really a good experience with testing.
So we're all pretty excited about what we've made, and I think we're all very keen to keep working on it as well. Our code isn't perfect, there is room for some refactoring, and I think that will help add features in the future, so I think that's the first task. Things we want to look at are different sized grids, and also the concept of putting a loop in. So you could queue up a few commands that can be looped over many times, and this provides an introduction to quite a simple programming concept, as well as the ability to design more difficult levels. And who knows, maybe we'll get it on the App Store and charge people $1 for B3 to have a new hat. Undercapitalized. Yeah, so as I say, you can go to our website now and start playing, and I encourage you to do so, and you'll get the best experience with Chrome. We're working on it.